What are we working on?
Let's see here. Let me see if it works out. What's up, fight fans? It is your boy IGMOB, also known as The Future. Pretty soon I will be changing it to Apocalypse. That being said, we have a very special guest today. His name is IGMOB Mikey.
What's up, everybody?
You might have seen his work on the IGMOB page, all the crazy graphics, all those futuristic stuff. You know what's crazy is that we actually started with a lot of that futuristic graphics, which is funny because now you see large companies like Nike doing it, you see Adidas doing it. Obviously, a lot of the people, you know, in different. It's kind of like that retro synth wave, right? Kind of like Neo Tokyo like style. That's kind of trending now.
Making a comeback.
You know what the funny thing is that, like, when I first started, you know, like when I started designing outfits, my very first boxing outfit was a light up boxing outfit, right? The reason why I don't do those anymore is because they're very unsafe, to be honest, putting wires in outfits, especially if fighters are fighting in it. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Jake Paul, like he had like names going around in it and stuff like that. To be honest, I already did that like in 2016?
17, probably. Yeah. 15, 16.
So I was already doing stuff like that. It's funny because the things that I started off doing, which I'm kind of over already, are the things that
people are doing now. So we're ahead.
That's how you know that we're ahead. We're ahead of like what's going on. Like the edits that Mike's doing, like the shit that he was doing back then, that we were doing futuristic stuff. It's the stuff that they're trying to do now. Like that's what they're trying to make trend, right? Which is funny because I always said, I'm like, yo, these neon stuff, like all this stuff's gonna be things that are gonna be like popping and kind of like coming out. And that's why now we're going to be switching up the style again. Watch the way we switch up the style and how like give it like a few years and watch how people are going to be doing later on what we've already been evolved into now. That being said, we do have a video coming out. It's going to be pretty intense. Like I said, I've been watching documentaries a lot on art, and that's kind of how I want to express the artwork now. So we got a very special video coming out. Us IGMOB, Mike, we're going to be collabing with, hold on one second, hold the mic, Mike.
Mike with the mic. We're collabing with
Showtech Media. Want to give a big shout out to Jen. We actually reached out, we reached out to a few people, including Sony. As you guys know, IGMOB, I ended up helping produce a documentary with Sony. I don't know if you guys catch the picture up there, but I helped produce a documentary with Sony. Reached out to them as well, so we kind of wanted to see who has like the same vision and who can actually capture like that I'm, which I'm really excited about. We are actually filming that. I don't even think Mike knows yet. I just found out we're gonna be filming that, I believe, next week Friday, which right now I'm about to start designing the outfit for that video. Not only that, but I'm actually going to be shooting that outfit and putting it in Ring Magazine as well. So I'm really excited for you guys to check that out. Shit. Now, Mikey, how did Mikey come in the picture? Mike, when did you come into IGMOB?
Let's see, was 2017. Actually got hit up by you to do a few edits for some fighters, and then
hell yeah,
ended up getting. I remember we took a road trip to Vegas.
To meet with
Ryan Garcia.
That was the first fighter he ever filmed was actually with us, was Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. We ended up going from there. It was just fighter after fighter. We got Mauricio Herrera, big shout out. I was able to shoot ringside first time ever. That was a very, very great and humbling experience.
That was badass. Getting a chance to see Mike coming into
main event and
ESPN. Already ringside technical.
You got family, friends just blowing up my phone. Everybody's like, "Oh, I seen you on TV." It was an awesome thing. I was very, very grateful for, being able to do all that. And then it's just year after year, it's been nonstop. The designs, the accomplishments has just been growing and growing and growing.
That's what happens when you come to IGMOB. We just open up opportunities.
You push each other too.
Gotta push
each other forward.
It's like I say, man. I ended up in the damn ER a couple times because I went too crazy. I actually went to the ER because I was too.
It was mentally exhausted.
It's mentally exhausting, but at the same time, you love putting so much detail in some of this work that you actually work yourself crazy. You work yourself mad, basically.
Yep, nonstop. Like you say, it doesn't stop. Nothing stops. We got to keep moving, keep pushing. keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better at what we do.
You know what's funny is that the reason why I keep pushing is because I also have mentors who push me mentally as well. You know what's funny is that me and a few of the guys, big shout out to Cameron Davies over in San Antonio. Not only that man shows mad love. Big Davies Entertainment. Not only does he order like 5 outfits a month from us, but I'm gonna be real with you. I saw him in the hospital too. That man too was in the hospital because obviously we worked too damn much. But it's like he told me, JR, we chose this life. So you know what? We did choose this life, man. So I'm really excited to be in this fight game. And I'm really excited for you guys to be to getting to know some of the people we're gonna be working with. Obviously, you guys know we've worked with everybody from. We got Canelo. We got if you guys first time checking us out, we worked on Creed. I will be making a video on how I got the Creed deal. You know what? Why make a video? I'm gonna tell you guys how I got the Creed
right
deal.
Now. Here you go. Let me take the mic.
I'm like because Mike had to be the mic. Mike actually was there when we got the Creed deal. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was up like at 2 a.m, right? And I knew that Sylvester Stallone was gonna start working on this new movie. So what did I do? Automatically, I went and I started researching who was working in the costume department and who does what, wardrobe department. I kid you not, sending emails all night, hoping that one of these was a hit. I went on Instagram and I was messaging the director, the producer, Stephen Cable Jr. I even messaged him. I ended up sending emails, the direct messages through Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So you gotta understand, I was up all night researching, and I found a very small article where there's a woman, I forgot her name was, but she worked on Creed 1, where she mentioned, who were the people that hired her and how she got hired through a fighter. And it's crazy because she actually mentioned the people in the costume department, which I ended up finding these girls who were in the costume department, sent them a message. Now let's fast forward a few months later, right? I didn't hear anything back, so it wasn't an easy thing where I messaged them and they replied.
It didn't happen right away.
It didn't happen right away. So one night I'm working at the Dolby Theater, right? I'm working security, and it was pouring rain. I'm not gonna lie, I was excited to work there security because the fact that I was working the Oscars, I was like, yo, this is gonna be badass because this is gonna be a way. It's like I'm throwing it out to the universe that one day I'm gonna be here at the Oscars, right? Because they're gonna tell the story if I got my own back. So it's funny because I'm sitting there outside. It's a very long shift. I think I worked a 12-hour shift. And I'm sitting there and it's pouring rain, right? It's pouring rain. And that moment, it's straight out of the movies, right? Where a car passes by, a puddle, boom, this dude just soaks me. After the rain it was already raining, right? So the dude just soaks me with this puddle, right? And at that moment, I'm not going to lie, I looked up at the sky and I was like, God, I'm going to keep trying, man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give up. And, hopefully, you can somehow send me a door or something that shows me that I got to keep pushing hard, right? Which obviously I already knew that I wasn't going to give up, right? That I was going to continue pushing hard. Even Mike found the drug. Where the heck did you find that picture? Hey, we actually found the Drago shorts. Victor Drago. That's funny. We found the Drago shorts. Mike, show him that picture real quick. We actually did these Drago shorts right here. So the funny thing is that the next day in the morning, there you go, you can find them online. So the next day in the morning, right, after me sitting there getting soaked the night before, I wake up to an email, right? And again, this is months later from when I sent them out. I get an email with a contract for Creed 2, and I was insanely excited. I was super stoked. I was really excited. I got the deal, right? But they told me they're going to send me some huge Hollywood designer to come meet with me to see if I got what it takes to be a part of this project. I remember Mike had to pick me up. They gave me a day. It
was a 20-hour day.
It was a 20-hour day.
I'll never forget that.
So they made me send them an outfit to their headquarters that I already had, right? So I had a short, sent it to them. They loved it. Then they said, you know what? Can you send us a short in these measurements? So I was like, in the time that they needed it, it was crazy, right? So crunch time. The moment it started. So there was this young guy, right? This really cool young dude who I met in Hollywood once. Who we went to his shop and he actually helped because he had pattern makers and sewers there, and I needed to make a short stat like this. So this guy ended up helping us out. What time did we get there? At 5 in the morning, huh?
Yeah, 5
We got there at 5 a.m. So this young cat, he helps us out. He had these ladies sew up the short, do the pattern, boom, boom, boom. We knocked it out. to the point where we knocked it out, shipped it to them. They loved it so much that then they scheduled a meeting with myself and Mike in LA. So then after that, we had a small office there in LA before we moved to Tustin. But when we're there at the office, this big Hollywood designer shows up. I remember Mike even caught a picture of me at like 6 in the morning sleeping on the couch.
Knocked out.
Just completely knocked out. So I'm waiting there. She shows up. I was nervous as hell because you gotta understand, I'm a brand new guy, like designing in the game and everything, right? So that the lady shows up. We do have a picture of me and her together, huh? Remember her?
Yeah. No, it's somebody.
I think her name was like Ann Wolf or something like that. I don't remember her name, but we got a badass picture, and it got to the point where I was even like teaching her things about how fight shorts are supposed to look and work, etc. She was very impressed to the point where she's like, I love what I see, I love what I heard, and before you know it, boom,
deal.
We got the deal. And I still have the contract. Actually, the contract, Mike, you grab the contract for me. It's on the other side of this wall real quick. So I got the contract too, where they sent it to me, and it was an honor for me to sign it. I remember I was so excited. I called my dad. I was like, Dad, you got to see this. Showed him the email and everything, and boom, here's the contract that they sent me for working on Creed. And I signed this bad boy, and actually it's funny because they needed a quick mock-up, and Mike ended up doing a quick mock-up of the shorts that they wanted.
It was multiple times too, right? Probably like midnight got a email stating we needed multiple designs or multiple mock-ups. So we kept doing it until it was done. Didn't matter what time it needed to be. Didn't matter how late it was. We got to get it done because there's deadlines you got to create. You got to. So there's deadlines you just got to make happen.
So all in all, we made it happen. They liked his edit. We went to work. They sent us the fabrics, and boom, all the shorts were made, and they made it. Here's the contract. Like I said, that's the story of how IGMOB got Creed, and I want to thank. I honestly want to thank Metro Goldwyn and Mayer, MGM Promotions, for choosing the future to design the shorts and work on the movie Creed. So it was definitely, it was probably one of the coolest moments, right?
Well, there was other shorts as well.
Oh yeah, we did
3 fights of Drago's.
We did a few shorts for Drago. I would like to show you guys the pictures, but I don't know if somebody owns the rights to them.
Yeah. No.
But we did end up knocking them out, so we went ahead and made it happen. All right, fight fans, your boy IGM will be the future, Big Mike. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be talking about more things, including how we got to design the first light-up boxing outfit, etc. So hit us up. Your boy IGM will be the future. We got more content coming your way. You guys met Money Mike. IGM will be the future.
Peace out.
Peace out.